Hey guys, welcome back to Rolling with the Clarks. It's been a while. No? Yes. But that's because we've been doing a dedicated load for a month.
Yeah.
Just about, anyway. And we couldn't talk about it till now because we're not doing it anymore.
Still can't really tell you the customer. But,
Nah, but it was high-end goods. We'll say that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But we went to Canada, so that was fun.
Oh, yeah. That was fun. Went to a little bit outside of Toronto.
Yeah. And that was the first. I was really nervous about crossing the border because I'd never done that before. I didn't know what the border patrol or customs or whatever was going to be like. It was easy. Just give them our passport and a sheet of paper, and that was it. For the most part, anyway. Coming back a couple of times into the U.S., we had to wait for the paperwork to go through. But I think that was the only problem we had.
Yeah, it was harder to get back into America than it was to get into Canada.
Yeah, that's true, which is weird.
Yeah, as an American citizen, they ask you more questions.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
I wish we got to explore Canada a little bit more, but it was kind of like an in and out thing because we were picking it up in New Jersey, bringing it to Canada, picking something else up at the same place in Canada, and then bringing it back. So we were kind of on a time schedule. We couldn't really stop. The last day, though, we're at the dog park, y'all. The dogs are having a blast right now. The last day that we went to Canada, we did stop at a truck stop there, though.
Yeah.
That was a mess, though. It wasn't a mess, like, really. It was just, I don't know how to describe it. Crappy.
Yeah, I mean, it was just rough. It was just a rough one. It was crazy because the area was really nice, and then you're thinking that you're gonna go in this truck stop, it's gonna be nice, and then you're like, "What is this?"
There was hardly anything there, really.
Yeah.
Like,
it was like small but big at the same time. I don't know. It's like everything was in one corner of the area. It seemed like the cash register area took up more space than everything else, But so, yeah.
We did get to try some new drink. Like, we like the teas, some
peach tea.
Peach teas, thank you. But all you can get is like raspberry and snowberry or something in the U.S. most of the time, anyway. I happen to like the mango one, but you can't find that anywhere anymore. But at the Canada one, we found some new flavors that were fun, so we got to try those. That was the highlight.
Yeah, and that ice cream cone.
Oh yeah. We tried that ice cream cone.
Yeah, I don't know.
Should I stop?
Yeah, it was some ice cream. I'm not 100% sure. It kind of puts you in the mind of what's the one that you like?
Drumstick kind of things.
Yeah, drumsticks. Yeah, it was just like drumsticks.
Yeah.
If drumsticks actually still had standards, they actually cared about the ice cream that went in it and the chocolate. But I mean, it's been fun. We've actually haven't been back to I was about to say to the States, back to North Carolina where we're from, and what?
A month? No, over a month.
Yeah, almost 2 months. Yeah,
that's crazy.
It's gonna. It probably will be 2 months by the time we finally get back to North Carolina.
Yeah.
Currently, we're in the Illinois area, so which is not the closest place to North Carolina, but it's funny. We're actually at the exact same spot where we were when we filmed that last video.
The last video where we talk about the dog parks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
We're actually
Which
at the
is
same
crazy.
truck stop. But yeah, I mean, it was a really good experience.
It was weird because we had to scan things. So we were loading stuff onto our truck to take it to another distribution center, and we had to scan each box. And sometimes in the beginning, the scanner was giving us trouble. Like, it wouldn't scan some things, and then the count would be off. It was just weird.
Yeah.
But towards the end, it was perfect, so... oh.
Yeah, I mean, and then we had to wrap the pallets and...
yeah, and usually...
And load them.
Yeah, unload it ourselves. Usually we don't have to do that. Yeah. Like, the shipper does all of that.
It was a lot of extra work. Mm-hmm. But it was fun. I mean, I enjoyed it, you know.
Yeah, it was... I didn't have any complaints, really, about it. I do wish they had one of those machines where you could saran wrap it.
They do have one of those machines.
But why couldn't we use it?
Because of where we were loading at.
Oh, crying out loud.
It was at the place where we came back at, on the other side.
Of course.
The warehouse. I saw it multiple times. And I was like, wow, that's kind of crazy. But,
sorry, there was a...
Yeah, I mean, I have to say, working for the company that we work for, I have enjoyed it. We stay out a lot more than probably most. But, you know, we're still having good, fun. You know, and I mean, like I always say, you know, it doesn't matter if we're at the house or not. Life still is going to have to go on, you know. So. And we might as well be out here, you know, and seeing something a little bit different, you know. And we've seen 3/4 of America so far, and I have to say that, you know, there's a lot of places that are very similar, and there's a lot of places that are drastically different. You know, your whole perspective changes, you know, because I mean, when we went into Canada, you know, I'm expecting, I don't know what I was really expecting, but once you got, it was like, Canada was kind of like that, like the facade that you see on a building, you know. It's like everything kind of seemed a little perfect. Like the roads, as soon as you cross over, the roads are nice and smooth.
They were actually,
you know, the buildings look perfect. You know, seeing Toronto with the lights coming up, because we would get there so early in the morning. Most of the time it was still dark, but you know, just seeing the sun come up behind them, the trees and the buildings in Toronto it was beautiful, man. I have to say it was a very beautiful area. One cool thing is for all my Black Americans out there, I actually met 2 die-hard 100% Black Canadians, and they were the nicest guys I've ever met in my life. I mean, I was giving them such a hard time about it. I was like, because, you know, I mean, I think in America we don't think of Canadians being Black, but, you know, yeah, he was like, I was born and raised here generations, and I was like, oh man, it just was a little bit, you know, I knew that they existed, but I just
sound like one of those, like Bigfoot or something.
Yeah, I knew they exist, but so the reason why I'm saying that is because when I did go to Canada before this job, whatever. We went to Niagara Falls, and we stayed in more of the tourist area, but then we went to other areas, and I did not see any Black people at all. So I was under the impression that, yeah, there may be some, but this is not the community where they're at, in the Ontario, Niagara Falls area. And then, a lot of the Black people that I did see were more of from the continent of Africa, more than westernized, I guess that would be the best way to describe it. Mm-hmm. But it was really cool. That was interesting, and it was a really good run that we did. I have to say, I would do it again.
For a limited amount of time.
For a limited amount of time. I think 1 month was good enough.
Yeah.
It gave you just enough to love it to eventually hate it. Mm-hmm. Because that's the thing with this
you're all wet.
with this job. the likelihood of you going to the same place is pretty rare. We've been to the same places maybe probably a handful of times.
Yeah, there's a couple places we've been to more than others.
Yeah. But usually if we go to that place, we're not taking it to the exact same place that we took it to the first time.
Right.
So, you know, they're shipping it somewhere else. So now we're going a whole different direction. So, yeah, it was a really good experience. We're looking forward to probably putting up a lot more videos.
Yes, that's the goal, guys. I'm sorry we've been slack about it. But this run kind of took it out of us because it was tiring.
Yeah.
Just because of the schedule we had to keep, because he would drive because he drove at night, so he would drive overnight to Canada, then we'd turn around and come right back to the States, and I would drive.
Yeah, it was,
and then the next day we'd do it again, and starting in the evening.
It was a 20-hour run, non-stop. So we literally take it up there. It takes between with loading it and driving it up there was about 10 hours. So we do that, and then we have to bring it back. And now you're dealing with traffic because everybody's, you know, we're leaving there, and you know, Canada at like 7 o'clock in the morning. You can imagine if traffic is in your major city, what it's like. Imagine everybody on the same road because they don't want to take the toll road.
Right.
You know? So everybody's on this road. I was actually talking to the guy up there, and he said no one took. The road is actually 407 up there, and he said no one takes it, you know, because they don't want to pay. And I was like, well, you know, that would never exist in America. That would be tons of people on that too, because we just gotta go. I'll pay the price because stuck in traffic is just ridiculous. But it would take us a little while to get out of Canada. And once we got out of Canada, it was pretty smooth for the most part.
Once we got through customs, because like I said, we got stuck for like an hour.
Yeah, one day.
Twice actually,
2
I
hours.
think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because our company hadn't sent in the paperwork for us to cross back over yet.
Yeah.
But actually, the people at the border crossing were super nice, 9 times out of 10. We had one guy with no personality. I don't remember him.
Yeah. He was pretty dry.
Yeah, he didn't even say much, really.
Yeah.
He didn't even say hey.
Yeah, he was pretty dry.
And once we were done, he just kind of closed the window.
Yeah.
He didn't even say, okay, you're good to go. Just closed the window. That was it. I was
we had
okay.
one on the American side and one on the Canadian side. Yeah, it was just, they both were just dry.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I don't think it was even the same day. I think it was 2 different days. It was just.
It was, yeah, 2 different days.
Wow. Yeah. But yeah, I mean.
But it was good. I'm glad we did it. I mean, it was a good experience, and now we can do Canada loads.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we have proven that we can do Canada loads. Obviously, we had to have all the requirements to be able to do Canada loads.
Although you have to be vaccinated and passport,
stuff. You know, stuff like that.
But it really wasn't bad. So.
Yeah, and not be a criminal.
Yeah, yeah, of course, yeah.
You know, as long as you're not a criminal, you know, you can you get vaccinated. But yeah, I would definitely say if you've never been to Canada or the Niagara Falls area, it's really a beautiful area. Right before you get into Niagara Falls, there's a rest area. I guess it's Grand Island, New York. And I'm gonna tell you, if you ever get up that way, I say stop at that rest area just to see. I mean, it's beautiful. It's immaculate. I don't even know how to even describe it. It's just a cool sight. And if you happen to be traveling with your pet, they have a really cool dog park there too. And it gives all the history of that area. So they have like this. It's like this mural on the floor that like lets you know where you're at. So you can literally stand where you're at on a mural, and then it tells you about the area. You know, Buffalo area. New Grand Island. It's really nice. And then once you cross over, you see Niagara Falls, and I mean it's beautiful, man. It's I would definitely say if you haven't been, you know, definitely go to the Niagara Falls, Ontario's. I'm not really 100% about this Ontario because I always thought I'm confused a little bit about it because I don't know how big Ontario is. Like, is Ontario, would that be considered a state or like
province? Isn't it like a province?
A province?
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but
is that? Yeah, I don't know. And then
okay.
And in the comment sections, any people that are, you know, familiar with Canada and what it would be. I mean, because that's what I was thinking. Because like Niagara Falls is Ontario, and it's Niagara Falls, you know, New York too. But then there's other parts of Ontario, but there's another name for it too, you know, like Branson, places like that I saw. So I'm not 100% sure, but that was really cool. So I guess what I'm talking about specifically is getting to the Ontario side of Niagara Falls and then traveling a little bit further, a few more kilometers.
Yeah, that was interesting. Kilometers.
Yeah.
You had to do the switch over.
To go on over to Toronto, which is a really pretty city. Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun. Just enough time we did it for. So.
Yeah, we'll see what our next adventure is. You know.
Yeah. We had to redo a test on the truck, a pad test on the truck. That's why we're in the same place we were before.
Yep.
So hopefully this time it'll all go well. And we can
I think so. I think it will. We're trying to get out west before it gets winter. You know.
Yeah, because once it's winter.
Yeah, I'm not going out.
I'm not doing it, y'all.
I've seen you know, the videos, and I'm not down with it. I'm not down with it. I mean, you know, I would much rather be like, this is how I look at it. If I'm gonna be stuck somewhere in this country, I want to be stuck somewhere where I can reach out to somebody that I might know. All right, if I'm stuck out west, the only place which is not gonna have any snow or whatever, but I can't get to them, is, you know, Las Vegas, where some of my family lives, you know, but that's still hundreds and hundreds of miles away. You know, on the East Coast, I at least could come in contact with somebody at least in 300 miles that, you know. So, I mean, that's my whole thing. That was what I thought of when I first came out here. I was like, hey, look, I don't want to get stuck nowhere where I cannot. So, but that's a whole nother video.
Yeah.
We're going to go ahead and exit on out of here and get back to watching these dogs.
I'm sure you've seen them in the background frolicking,
running
periodically throughout this video.
Oh yeah, that's funny when you said
frolicking.
Yeah, remember that video?
Yeah,
that TikTok
I do.
video. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. That is one of the things that we do enjoy, is we watch countless TikTok videos.
Yeah, we're always showing each other videos
Yeah,
that made us laugh.
Like, what is going on? You guys are really having fun at home. I mean, like, dang, I need to start me a TikTok.
Right?
I
know.
Show, some of the trucker TikTokers are hilarious too.
Yeah, they are.
You think they're exaggerating, but no, it's kind of like that sometimes. it kind of is like that. Yeah.
Anyway, guys, yes, we're hoping to post more videos. Try to do it twice a week. That's my goal, anyway.
Yeah. As you guys can see, I need a haircut. So.
It's okay.
It's all right.
It's a nice hat, though.
Yeah, it is. It is nice. I mean, I got it for cheap. At the flea market.
So, but anyway, hope you guys are doing well. And until next time, I don't have my hat with me. Oh no, Sierra Socks. Sierra Socks. Don't forget about them, you guys.
Yeah,
they are awesome.
we need to put a link to them in our bio.
I have one.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, it's in the description
See,
of it.
I don't
See,
know.
I'm on top of things, y'all. I'm on top of it.
Hey, can I be honest, guys? I haven't even looked at our page. I don't even know what it looks like. I'll be honest.
Goodness.
She just posts the videos, and I'm just surprised that what gets up there. So yeah, I tried to watch one of our videos, and it was just kind of weird hearing myself talk. So
It is kind of weird. Yeah.
I don't know if I can really enjoy that.
Like, I'll watch a little bit to make sure that we can hear ourselves,
Yeah.
like it's audible.
But
That's yeah.
That was how I found out I wasn't a narcissist. Okay, if you can sit and watch yourself talking, then maybe you might have a problem. I just couldn't. I was just like, oh. I mean, and you kind of know what you're gonna say already. It's like, yeah, I'm about to say something weird. Here we go. But yeah,
It's
man.
okay.
All right, guys.
Till
Stay
next
safe.
time. Bye.